Alright, boom. Welcome back to another episode of StoppageTime TV. Live in the flesh, live and direct. You already know what time it is. Make sure you lock in every single week. The big games, we will be there. Live stream. Come and get involved in the comments. Come and get involved in the conversation. You know how it goes, man. FDD to my right. I'm tight. Coach comes to my left. Myself, Myra Quadri. You already know what time it is. Obviously, you saw the episode we dropped. Make sure you go and check it out. Like, share, subscribe. If you listen, you like to listen to things you don't like to watch, go and listen on Spotify. We're there as well. You already know what time it is. But we thought, you know what? Our fans have been good to us this year. We moved over to FTBL. They've been supporting. So we're going to support you. We're going to give you some more content. And of course, you know, we support clubs that have got some heritage, you know. United fan, right?
Of course,
Chelsea fan, Spurs fan, you know. I think between us, we've got, you know, a couple Champions Leagues, couple Premier League titles,
couple
golden boots, hype. But, you know, we support teams that are in the traditional top six. I was going to say top four, but, you know, it's a bit techie.
It's the race. It's the race to top four, you know what I'm saying?
And right now, exactly that, my bro. We're on the race to top four. And you got me thinking, if we were to have a game where we combine our teams for one game, one match only, to make a special 11 to pay the best team in the world, who would make that 11? And it's an interesting one because we complain about our teams, we praise our teams. Word to Gattuso, sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. It's like, seeing those teams come together, it should be a really good team. I don't know who will have the most representatives, but we'll go into it. I mean, we're all in different places this season, but if it was a one-off game, say Champions League final, and you're making a stoppage time 11 from our teams, who gets into it? It's only right we start with the goalkeeper.
What's the options?
The fact that you got 2 picks is really alarming, but go for it. Let's hear this.
One of the greatest African goalkeepers in recent times. You know, only have to use the Africa to give some backing. No, all jokes aside, Edu Mendy and Kepa. Mendy at the moment, not really been there. But for where it is in terms of his Chelsea tenure, at one point, ever reliable, did really well. I mean, that conversation got him into a conversation of, is this guy one of the best goalkeepers at the moment? Kepa, for most of his Chelsea career, has been subpar, but he's having this small sort of remontada that I'm a bit of a guy, I can show a bit of something. So those are the two representatives potentially from, or not even potentially, from the Chelsea side. On your side, we've got Tom Heaton, Jack Butland.
New signing Jack Butland. You know what I mean? Once upon a time, I was looking at the new Joe Hart, you know what I mean? But I don't know what happened.
Forget Stoke City.
Yeah, we don't talk about them ones, you know what I'm saying? But no, obviously, the only one we're bringing to the table is David De Gea. I haven't been his biggest fan over the years. Very vocal about that. But I think this season, he's having a very, very good season. And actually, lately, in the last couple of games, he's actually starting to show some ability on the ball, which is a surprise. I'm like, yo, Ten Hag really is the one, you know what I mean?
Coaching
so
works.
Must be the one. So, yeah, about to sign a new contract as well with less money. So I respect that. You know what I mean? He knew he took
Humility.
us for he knew what he did to us. He knew what he did, you know what I mean? But yeah, I respect it. You still understand you're gonna knock it down. But yeah, I think he's having a top season. So yeah, David De Gea's in there for me as a rep.
2-time World Cup finalist. I think this season's performances as well. Got to put Hugo Lloris in there. How can I not?
Has Lloris been good that season? What about the
I think
keeper?
this season he's probably been his best over the last 4 years, I would say. I think. But he's obviously has his moments like he did as soon as he first came back into the Premier League. Do you know what I mean? But I think for this season, if I look at the 3 goalkeepers on average, 4 if you want to include your 2. If you look on average, you could say De Gea maybe he has had, but I feel like he's got a better backline in front of him. If you're talking just pound for pound what the keeper's doing, I think this guy's got a creaky fence in front of him, bro. He's getting peppered all the time, and he's single-handedly, I feel like, sometimes kept us in games. So
yeah,
I would
let me not lie.
Out of 3.
I would love to try and push the sort of, you know, prop. But I've got to be real. In the times, of real adversity, don't get me wrong, he's got mistakes, he's got clangs in, but in times of the real adversity for Manchester United, some of the stuff you look at De Gea do sometimes, you're like, I understand it, I get it. I can understand why Fergie did what he had to do.
Both going De Gea then?
I'm going De Gea.
I would have to go De Gea.
Fair enough. De Gea's in then.
Of course, that's position 1 locked in. Let's go right back. I think this is a shoe-in all honesty. I have one representative to bring to the table.
I don't have any. I don't even want to mention my representatives.
You're bringing no one to the table?
Please.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I would embarrass them.
My representative is Reece James. Of course, in recent times, fitness issues. But if you're talking about a player when he's performing, impacting team, ability, defensive, going forward, it speaks for itself. I don't think you can look past him in terms of the options everyone else has got to bring. He is literally one of the best in that position in the world. It's just a shame that his body's given up in it at the moment. And for me, if we're talking about right now, I would say just rest for the rest of the year. And then when we need to go on our Bodie Blues expansion next year, be ready. So
I think Dallow's had a great season.
he's improved.
You know me, I've been Dallow from the jump. That's a day. You know I'm a day one right here. Yeah, Dallow for me obviously is class, and one day I hope he can get to Reece James level. I wouldn't say he's Reece James level right now. I wouldn't say he's performing at Reece James's top level either. He's performing at a very good level, maybe top 2, top 3 right backs this season in the league, but I've got to go Reece James as well. Reece James is the better fullback, done better things, won the Champions League with a great performance in the final as well. All round, Reece James, he's carrying on from what Trent be doing, you know, in terms of just putting in numbers, putting down numbers and stuff.
If it was based on this season, you would have to say Dallo, like Reece James not being very
But the ultimate team
for one-off game, it's got to be RJ.
Yeah,
so RJ on that side. Let's go to the other side. Do you have any representatives to bring to the table here?
Well, I got Sessegnon and either to force Perisic at left back, so no, thank you, please.
Shout out Perisic. Shout out Perisic.
Give him honourable mention or something.
Perisic is quality, but I would never suffocate him at left back. I think what he does at left wing back, incredible. I think he's had 15 games, 6 assists for a guy who I think is playing not in a great team in my opinion, but I think even at the World Cup, he showed kind of, listen, I ain't on my last legs. And I think when we signed him at 33, free transfer, that was kind of what everyone was thinking was, yo, you lot signing him on his last legs. But I don't know, he looks like one of them, man. That's,
I like him, man.
You know, evergreen till they're like 37 or something like that.
Facts.
So big him up, man.
Yeah.
Cucurella doesn't get in this conversation for me. Like, if we're talking about Chelsea so far, he's not shown anything to be there.
If it was last season, it would have probably been the one in.
Potentially.
Crazy how football is, isn't it?
Guaranteed.
Ben Chilwell's not been anywhere seen as well with injuries, of course. In terms of his highest moments, he's put good performances. There is always question marks
When
about...
was those, though?
That was like 3 seasons ago, innit?
That's
No,
what
that
I'm
was like
saying.
what, Champions League winners 2 seasons ago.
Literally 3 seasons have gone by since he played, I think, over 10 league games.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. At
But
his
started
highest,
10 league games.
I would still put him forward in terms of this conversation. I still think he's got a calibre of work that deserves to put himself forward. On your side, you have, of course, another Englishman.
Yeah, you've got to put forward Luke Shaw. I'm not a Luke Shaw's biggest fan at all, but you know what Luke Shaw does? He plays poor. There's somebody will come in. He's like turns into the best in it. That guy
He thrives on competition.
Yeah, he thrives on competition. And this season he's been a much better. He's been much better compared to last season. Euros again. He had a good tournament. He's ever reliable. Ahead of Chilwell into Chilwell's position
that
as well.
I think
you know
when
what I
they've
mean?
both been fit and both been
Luke Shaw
on
gets the
form,
nod, innit?
Luke Shaw always gets the nod. It seems like.
And I
Do you know
think
what
this
I'd say?
season, I
Defensively,
see him score the other day. Got a goal the other day. Got a lovely pre-assist as well. He's put in the guy's doing quite well. If you can show me some AF ability, then you'll move me a little bit. But I think this season, and I think just in totality, with our left back options, I think you got to go Luke Shaw.
I think defensively, he is the better left back. Centre backs. Oh, okay, let's go. Who would you like to bring to the table?
Lisandro.
No, why
who
you bringing
you
my
bringing
guys
to the
to the table?
No, I'm bringing Lisandro.
Who are you bringing from your team?
I'm bringing Lisandro. Because when we started this pod this season, I was telling you, lot, you got one here. You got a serious one. People were saying he was a midget. I kept telling you, lot, watch this guy cook. Romero, I would love to bring him to the table, but I don't think, even though World Cup, we did our thing. We got our medals. We put him on the bench, but it is what it is. We did uncomfortable conversations, you know what I'm saying? 2 finals, back-to-back summers, but for club,
We talking one-off game,
it
yeah?
ain't been that.
We're talking
One-off game, championship on the line.
Can't lie to you.
Romero, Lisandro.
Wait, what? No, joking. Man, just Chloe said what? Yo, I thought you were just giving me a Lisandro.
What do you mean?
I didn't know where that was.
I know you're on their head, yeah.
No. It's not working that way.
Form is temporary, but class is forever, man. Like,
So what does that mean?
bro, man, the guy Thiago, man, they thought he was finished. He came to the Premier League, made it look easy.
This year?
We're talking about for one game. I can trust him
He had a
for
good World
one
Cup.
game.
Good World Cup.
I can trust him for one game. And to be fair, you're talking about the people that he's bringing to the table. I can trust him with them. I can't trust him with set man. You get me?
You know, I like
Yeah, come on,
Thiago's
man.
grown on
Get
me.
me.
Thiago's grown on me.
Listen, yeah. If we have a centre half pairing of Thiago and Varane, I feel safe. That's proven winners across the game. Done it all. 1 cup finals. Top level players. You know what I mean? We got 5 of them things. We got 5 of them things. You know what I mean? We're talking one-off games. We got 5 of them things. So if we're talking one-off, I'm talking about the serial ultimate winner here. Varane all day, every day. Put him in there. It don't matter about that.
I hear you.
Put him in there, Varane, and I'll go Thiago Silva. Give me my XP. Give me my XP. Give me my XP.
I don't know, man.
Leaders of men.
That's too old.
Varane's
One-off game, man.
The man are getting got second half. You think them legs ain't getting tired? I need me a butcher. I need me a butcher.
You see what
in
Italy
there.
did?
I need me a butcher in there.
He can come off the bench.
Romero or Lisandro
He can come off the bench. He did that for Argentina. He did that for
If you're
Argentina.
talking totality, bruv.
He did that for Argentina. He can come off the bench.
Listen,
You know?
Romero last summer locked up Brazil. This summer, he said, France, come here.
What? He didn't look
I
at
did. I said to you, because I remember that final, yeah. For 80 minutes, yeah, I remember I was just about to tweet, yo, Romero's been having, and then bow. I said, you know what, let me delete it.
You know the funniest thing was, you were saying that, yeah, and then
didn't believe in it.
he saw the goal come up in his head. He went, damn.
There was no conviction behind that one still. So what we going? We're going to
Varane, I agree. Varane is a shoe-in. Varane and Thiago.
Okay, fair enough.
So Varane, Thiago Silva, 2 centre-backs, Luke Shaw and Reece James.
And the goalkeeper was DDG. Now we move forward. So, would you like to say who you're bringing to the table for this?
Come on, there's no other name other than the best defensive midfielder in the world and one of the most elite defensive midfielders of all time in Casemiro. Again, another one. 5 of them. You know what I mean? So, come to the Premier League, he's taking it for a joke. He guy can play with a cigar in his mouth, slippers on if he really wanted to. It's so easy for him, this league. And now he's doing things that people haven't even seen before because he's like, oh, I'm getting respect in this bit. All right, let me show you what I can do up there. Now he's popping up, winning free kicks. I think he's made 45 tackles or something like that in the Premier League. He didn't start the first 4 or 5 games or something like that. Honestly, unbelievable player. And I'm not even talking about best year. I think we could be talking about him as one of the best players in the whole Premier League in players. Simple as that.
I think he's shown his class since he's come in, since the World Cup. Slotting for me. No debate.
We're talking about one-off games.
About to get a wheelchair out. Let's get a wheelchair out.
You're going to get my man off the medical table.
Let's get a wheelchair out.
You said one-off games. It's a one-off game.
Yo, I ain't seen him in a game for 3 years.
It's a one-off game. It's a one-off game.
Hey, man.
I ain't seen. Who you talking about?
Man.
One-off game, man.
Go on, say his name.
N'Golo Kante. That Champions League, how many man of match performances in that Champions League one that we won?
Lord.
Was it 4? Was it 5?
What, back when Tuchel was in charge and all that?
No, but
time
brand
moved
new
on.
Tuchel.
Brand new Tuchel
Yeah,
as well.
bro.
You're talking about 5 of them things. That even happened with Man United. So why can't I talk about something that happened 2 years
Because it
ago?
happened last season.
Hey, he got you there still.
But 5 of them things.
No, it didn't, because who was the Champions League final man of the match?
Casemiro.
No, but you said 5 of them things.
Hold on, you said no.
You said 5 of them things.
You try to get me.
You said 5 of them things.
You try to get me. Reverse card. Reverse card. Don't try it, bro. He dominated Liverpool in the Champions League final as the most recent Champions League finals happened. Casemiro absolutely dominated that midfield.
Agreed. I'm not
wasn't out of the
disputing.
match, actually.
Yeah, but the streets
On the pitch,
knows.
yeah. On the pitch.
Yeah, we don't talk about goalkeepers. Goalkeepers.
Hold on.
Goalkeepers, I don't include. You know, I don't include goalkeepers and all that type of
I know,
stuff.
he doesn't acknowledge them.
What do you mean? So
No, that's thing.
So you're going Kante, yeah?
No, I'm just saying in terms of picks the table.
yeah,
to one
put,
game.
if you're going
There-
Kante, say your chest.
Say,
No, I'm saying the options that I've got in this conversation in terms of in the middle of the field, Kovacic is a great player as well. I don't know if Kovacic makes this free, but those are 2 players that I can bring to the table in this conversation.
If we're talking ultimate,
Ultimate. Those are 2 I can bring to the table.
Kovacic makes my team. Casemiro to break things down, bomb up when you need to. Kovacic just to control, just to
Retention.
ball retention.
Well,
First phase, second phase, beautiful.
What I'm trying to do
Beautiful.
here is
Drive me up the pitch.
before we
and then
pick
just
the
stop
actual.
on the final third.
Then
but
you
you
give it
to you.
That's not annoying
Then
as
you
a
give it to
Kovacic.
one other guy.
Nah, man.
Yeah, I know who I got.
Once it gets to that final third, I get nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
Nothing.
Yeah, that's like your boy Dembele, innit? Musa Dembele.
Hey, come on,
Yeah,
man.
there we go. You loved it when he was
Yeah.
Musa Dembele, innit?
Hey,
You know
why?
what I mean?
What's all this?
You loved it when Musa was giving me 0 goals, 0 assists. They were bringing me highlights.
He's sunken in the ball.
If Musa was here right now, he'd walk into this team.
He's just like another Kovacic, don't
He'd walk into this team ahead of Kovacic.
So what I'm trying to do here is
Debatable. Debatable.
put all of the options on the table and then we'll pick. So you're saying that the shoe-in for you is Casemiro, and you're saying that you've got Bruno and Eriksen. I'm saying that the two that from the Chelsea quarters would be those two. Who can you bring for this conversation?
I'm only bringing Bentancur. I'm not even debating the Casemiro thing. I'll give it to Casemiro. But Bentancur, for me, the player that he is, the tools that he's got, he's young. I think he's won, 3 or 4 titles, being key in Juve side as well.
Is he better than Kovacic, do you think?
I think maybe if you put Kovacic, Bentancur, Casemiro, I can accept that.
And then no Bruno?
I can... Who? Bruno
Fernandes?
Bruno, I love Bruno. I love Bruno,
Yeah,
but
Fernandes?
I would take out Bruno for cover. But if two of you have cover, I can accept
See,
cover.
for my
I can
ultimate team,
accept
because we
cover.
said we're trying to create a team that's going to go and win a game, right? So if I have my cover, ball carrying and retention, Casemiro ultimate midfield general, I need somebody that can get me the ball to the striker and final third passes.
Bentancur can do that.
It's Bruno.
Bentancur can do that.
It's Bruno.
Bruno's a little bit wayward though.
Yeah, but he can give me the numbers. You know what I mean? He can get me the numbers.
He might just get a goal you need.
Who?
Go for
Bruno
it.
as well,
Yeah,
innit?
yeah.
Yeah,
Go
that's
for
what I mean. He can
I
get
want
me a
Bruno.
goal. He can get me an assist.
You know what?
He's more reliable for a goal and assist in that area.
Bruno, and I think people will probably lean towards Bruno because
I don't think so. Bruno is hated. I'm not a big fan either, but
I don't think enough people rate Bentancur at the moment. But soon you will all
for me,
eat your food,
Bentancur is
bruv.
what you call a very strong honourable mention.
Bentancur's quality is class. He's class.
No, in terms
he's
of
developed from the Bentaleb
yeah.
name. I can appreciate calling him Bentancur.
I can't believe I
Yeah,
forgot
so
that. Oh my god,
he's now
I hate
Bentancur.
this
You know
guy.
what I mean?
You will never
Ben
forget.
10. I'm going Bruno. For mine, it's Bruno, Kovacic, and Casemiro.
I would go Bruno, Casemiro, Bentancur. But
That's fair.
I think if
That's
cover
fair.
does get in, I think fair enough.
So that's the midfield. Now, front three. I'll let you start here.
Easy locking.
No, but it's an interesting one for you, though.
I think Kulusevski, Kane, guaranteed locks. I think
We're
Kane,
talking about one game, though.
one game on the line. What are you gonna say? Clutch?
No, I'm asking. No, I'm asking you about, my man that, he's not great this year, but you don't even want to discuss him. Can you let the fans know who you're talking about?
My man on the left, number 7. Nah, listen, we're cool. Sometimes I overdo it a little bit, but I don't know, man. The thing is, I feel like Son, for me personally, hasn't been at that level for about a year or so, in all honesty. And I think it's getting alarming.
If there was any shoeing in this team, it's Harry.
Yeah.
So I can't lie. I don't think a Chelsea player gets into this forward line.
Unlucky, mate. Unlucky. Rashford, please. Thank you. We're talking about big games. Big game bully. Rash. You seen the top 6 record?
Respect it.
Yeah. Respect it. Sterling, he ain't got that. You know what I mean? All these things Havertz, he ain't got that.
We're saying the Mbappe killer.
Big six,
yeah?
we do it.
Proofs in the
Big six, we do
puds. Proofs in the puds. You know what I mean? Obviously not this time because France got their
it got a
dub,
bit
but
mad, yeah.
Mbappe didn't dump it on us. You know what I mean? He just participated. You know what I mean? He didn't decide the game, but nah, I'm going Rashford in form at the moment. I mean, he scored over 100 goals for Man United as well. You know what I mean? He's done his thing. So, yeah, I'm going Marcus Rashford, man. Putting his
I think
name
Rashford
forward.
is the lock for the left wing.
For the left wing. We ain't really got the greatest options. Sancho's not doing what he's doing, and
Anthony.
Sterling's not really out
100
here at the
mil?
moment. Who?
Anthony.
No, he's on right, innit? Kulusevski's got that right now, innit? We might come. Nah, we ain't coming for that. We ain't
I respect
we're reviving Sancho for that one. But
Buy
yeah, I
your
think that's
stocks
good.
now, buy
That's
your
the front
stocks.
three.
To summarise, we've got in goal, De Gea, right back Reece James, centre halves of Thiago Silva and Varane, left back Luke Shaw. We then have a midfield of Cover, Casemiro and Bruno Fernandes. And then we have Kulusevski, Harry Kane and Marcus Rashford. Listen, that's all we've got. Remember, like, share, subscribe, look into FTBL. Thank you for all the support. Follow our individual socials. Remember, we're live every single week. After the big game, you will see us. We will be there.